would like to keep this short so that I will not deprive you from your right to lunch. But first of all, let me start by greeting our dignitaries, Mr. Ambassador, Madam Acting Executive Director of HRRC, and dignitaries from the Paññāsāstra University. And I would like to also thank you on behalf of the HRRC, the resource persons, for their excellent presentations, and also the active participations of the participants today. The reason why, as already emphasized before, the reason why this conversation is very important, one of the reasons why is because ASEAN, like it or not, is moving to one community. In 2025, our governments already have the commitment that we are going to have a political security community, economic security, and socio-cultural community that are fully integrated with one another. Therefore, in realizing the vision to be a competitive economy with guaranteed welfare and rights, it is indeed important for us to make sure that there is peace and security in the region. However, the question is whether in ensuring peace and security, can we do that without sacrificing our basic freedoms? What our report is outlining here, especially about freedom of religion, is that peace should not be ensured by the rule of majority and repression of the rights of the minority. This is especially important in a diverse region like ASEAN, in which that we have a very unique majority and minority composition. The majority of one country is the minority of the neighboring country. A conflict that is victimizing one minority in one country can actually incite a reaction in which that minority is the majority in the other country against yet another minority. Therefore, it is very crucial for us to ensure that we understand the ideal role of the government, which is to promote, protect, and respect human rights. Because when we think about it, it's very human for us to want to have an identity. But to have an identity also means that you want to discriminate one another. You are tempted to say that your identity is better than the other. And this is why the government is very crucial in order to make sure that every identities can coexist peacefully. However, the government is only as strong as the people, and this is where the community needs to grow. Because if we as a community actually can make sure that we have the principles of religious harmony within the community, then it will become an automatic, peace will become an automatic result. I would like to refer to the Cambodian experience, in which that the government, yes, give a lot of guarantees about freedom of religion, but mostly also why there is largely peaceful coexistence in Cambodia is because of the principles in the community themselves. Because peace is actually integrated within the fabric of the society. This is where education is very important. As Professor Kopeng stated before, education is important not only because we have to make sure that our students need harmony, need to understand harmony, but also because in this globalized world, it is very easy for us to actually get exposed to ideas that are extremist. It is easy for people to tempt one another to say, in order to assert the superiority of our identity, let's repress other people who are different than us. And education is very important to counter that. The Human Rights Resource Centers is committed to advance the human rights agenda in the building of ASEAN One community, and we do this through this kind of research to feed the ASEAN human rights mechanism, as Professor Harkistuti already stated, but also to encourage academic discourse amongst the youth and amongst the academicians in Southeast Asia. Therefore, we hope through this event, through the dissemination of our report, we can trigger in-depth discussion about this very important issue, and we also would like to see that this research is going to be expanded into a more localized context in which that it will further the development and the peaceful existence in Cambodia. Thank you very much. Have a good lunch.